Hello, welcome to System Thinker Talk presentation amid this COVID 19 pandemic. The topic I will be speaking today is cybernetics. First, let's rewind back to our first lecture and recall what's the purpose of this course. The course gives us an insight to modeling and solving system using the basic principles of system thinking, analyzing complex patterns and behaviors. It's usually qualitative comparison between systems and quantitative description of a particular system. From the figure, we can see different types of theory, patterns, and different types of systems all merged into a complex system. So today we will be talking about cybernetics, which is a part of a system theory. Before diving deep into it, let us know what is system theory and cybernetics. System theory is the interdisciplinary study of systems. A system is a cohesive cluster of interrelated and interdependent parts which can be natural or human made. Every system is bounded by space and time, influenced by its environments, defined by its structure and purpose, which are expressed through its functioning. In that system theory, there contains cybernetics. Cybernetics is a study of communication and control of regulatory feedback, both in living and lifeless systems, and in combination of those. Its focus is how anything digital, mechanical, or biological controls its behavior, process information, reacts to information, and changes or any changes that can be made to better accomplish those tasks. Let's talk about the founding father of cybernetics. Yes, Norbert Wiener. Wiener is best known as the inventor of cybernetics, a fertile combination of mathematics and engineering that paved the way for modern automation and inspired innovation in a host of other fields. He was also one of the first theorists to identify information as the lingua franca of organisms, as well as machines, a shared language capable of crossing the boundaries between them. In his famous book in 1948, Control and Communication in the Animal and the Machine was published. For a scientific book, it was extremely popular, and Weiner became known in a much broader scientific community. Based on common relationships between humans and machines, it is used today in control theory, automation theory, and computer programs to reduce many time consuming computations and decision making processes formerly done by human beings. Wiener worked at cybernetics, philosophized about it, and propagandized for the rest of his life, all the while keeping up his research in other areas of mathematics. I'm sure we all have heard about Wiener's filter in signal processing. Yes, Wiener proposed this filter during 1940s and it was published in 1942 as a classified document. There is a reason why it was a classified document and we are going to discuss this later. So its purpose was to reduce the amount of noise present in a signal by comparison with an estimate of the desired noiseless signal. Wiener developed the filter at the radiation laboratory at MIT to predict the position of German bombers from radar reflections. Yes, the United States and the Germany were in a war. So it was necessary to predict the future of those bombers because by the time the shell reaches the target would have been moved and maybe changed the direction slightly. They even modeled the muscle response of the pilot, which led eventually to the theory of cybernetics. The unnamed V1s, as shown in the picture, are bombs. They were particularly easy to model, and on a good day, Americans fitted the Wiener's model on their gun and shot down 99 out of 100 V1s. Yeah, those are some remarkable numbers. So what eventually was emerged from this was a mathematical theory of great generality, a theory for predicting the future as best one can on the basis of incomplete information about the past. It was statistically theory that included applications that did not, strictly speaking, predict the future, but tried to remove the noise. And Wiener's filter was used later on in the work of integral equations and Fourier transforms. The picture here represents the V1 bomber used by the Germans. Let's take a look at a practical example of Wiener's filter. On your left hand side, there is an original image which is crystal clear with 4 flowers. The middle image is blurred purposefully to try and use Wiener's filter to get back to the original image. So the function in MATLAB to use Wiener's filter is decon VWNR, which is used to deblur an image using Wiener's filter. Wiener's deconvolution can be used effectively when two things are present: frequency characteristics of image and additive noise are known. These two should be known at least to some degree. So in the absence of the noise, Wiener's filter reduces to the ideal inverse filter. Wiener's vision of cybernetics had a powerful influence on the later generations of scientists and inspired research into the potential extent of human capabilities with interfaces to sophisticated electronics. For example, user studies conducted by SAGE program. Wiener did really change the way everyone thought about computer technology, influencing several later developers of the internet, most notably JCR Licklider. Before I end my presentation, I'd like to say a quote from Norbert Wiener. As to the inventions of printing and of paper, we generally consider these in the wrong order, attributing too much importance to printing and too little to the paper.